camera opens on black and white, grainy archival footage of soldiers in a snowy, desolate landscape. The style is reminiscent of old war documentaries. Picture this. It's the winter of 1950, North Korea. A brutal, unforgiving landscape. Thousands of U.S. Marines find themselves trapped at a place called the Chosin Reservoir. They're completely surrounded by enemy forces, their supply lines are cut, and the temperature has plummeted to a bone-chilling minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The cold is so intense that their equipment is failing. Fuel lines are cracking, engines won't start, and weapons are freezing solid. The situation is desperate. They are outnumbered, outgunned, and fighting against both the enemy and the elements. Transition to a slightly more modern, documentary-style narration over the historical footage. In this dire moment, the Marines at Chosin needed supplies, especially ammunition. They radioed their support units, using a code name for the 60mm mortar shells they so desperately required. The code word? Tootsie Rolls. To the soldiers on the ground, this was standard procedure, a simple way to communicate their needs securely. But somewhere in the complex chain of command, a crucial detail was lost in translation. Someone in the supply division, likely far from the front lines, wasn't familiar with this specific code. They took the request literally. Show an animation or stylized graphic of parachutes dropping from a plane, with crates labeled Tootsie Rolls. So, imagine the scene. The surrounded Marines, peering into the sky, praying for ammunition to fight their way out. Instead of crates of mortars, what comes floating down from the heavens on parachutes? Pallets and pallets of actual Tootsie Roll candies. You can almost hear the groans of disbelief. For a moment, it must have felt like a cruel joke, a catastrophic mistake that could seal their fate. Here they were, freezing and fighting for their lives, and they get sent a mountain of candy. But what happened next is a testament to human ingenuity in the face of impossible odds. Show close-ups of Tootsie Rolls, then transition back to footage of Marines in the cold. This disastrous mix-up turned into an unexpected miracle. First, the candy provided a vital source of energy. In the extreme cold, their standard rations were frozen solid, making them almost impossible to eat. But the Tootsie Rolls had a unique quality. They didn't freeze solid. A Marine could keep a few in his pocket, warmed by his own body heat, and have an immediate source of calories to keep fighting. This quick sugar boost provided the energy they needed to endure the relentless cold and combat. It was a small comfort, but in those conditions, small comforts meant everything. Focus on visuals of broken equipment, cracked fuel lines, holes in vehicles. But the true genius came in how they used the candy for repairs. When a Tootsie Roll is chewed, it becomes warm and pliable, almost like a sticky putty. The resourceful Marines realized this. They started chewing up the candy and using the resulting substance to patch holes in their equipment. They plugged bullet holes in radiators, sealed cracked fuel lines on their jeeps and trucks, and mended broken hoses. Once the chewed-up candy was applied, the freezing air would cause it to harden again, creating a surprisingly durable temporary seal. This simple makeshift solution got their vehicles running and their equipment functioning just long enough. Show footage of the Marines' fighting retreat, the breakout. Thanks to the energy boost from the candy and the ingenious repairs made with it, the Marines were able to start their engines, mount their weapons, and begin the legendary breakout from the Chosin Reservoir. They fought their way through 78 miles of enemy territory back to the sea. It was one of the most harrowing episodes in military history, and the survival of these men was nothing short of miraculous. Many of the veterans who made it out, who came to be known as the Chosin Few, credit their survival in part to that fortunate mistake. The Tootsie Rolls that were sent by accident became an unlikely symbol of their resilience, and with modern photos of Chosin Few reunions, with veterans sharing Tootsie Rolls. Even today, at reunions of the Chosin Few, you'll often see Tootsie Rolls being passed around. It's a nod to their shared history, a sweet reminder of how a simple piece of candy played a small but crucial role in one of the greatest tales of survival and perseverance in modern warfare. It just goes to show that sometimes the most unexpected things can make all the difference. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from history. See you next time.